Oh, it's very peaceful in the gym. That's pretty good. Got all my adjustments dialed in. We have the week in review from the 5th to the 10th of May. Let's get it. I have a big iPad today. First bright spot of the week to Connor, who's in the gym right now, for doing very well on the row. Well done, Connor. You're a legend. And then also on Monday, shout out to Boob. Boob always gets a bright spot. He goes hard, that kid. For big push on the workout and finishing it as RX, which is very impressive. Just over the time cap, also very impressive. Tuesday morning, shout out to Felicity. Big intensity and position on the lunges. Well done. Has only been complaining about it every day since, as is everyone else. And then Tuesday night, shout out to Mara and Esther for being more confident and adding some weight to the bar. Well done, ladies. I'm excited to see your journey. People like the lunges. Do we want more lunges? Comment below. Wednesday, let's give a shout out to Daz, who did more than 30 rounds on Hollyman because he lost track. Also, Diane's push-ups were fantastic. She even mentioned it later on, and I said, hey, I'm pretty sure you're in the week in review. And then Lara was absolutely nailing some hip extension. I was harassing Ray to fill in her bright spots, and she just threw tons at me. So one under the 6 a.m. class. Wednesday evening, let's give a shout out to Camille and Brendan for nailing a more challenging variation of the handstand push-up and doing it very positive with great energy. So well done to you two as well. Thursday morning, shout out to Lara, 51 kilo split jerk, beautiful work. Lara has enormous amount of overhead power that we are excited to unleash. Thursday evening, shout out to Minnie and Felix for doing a baby scale in the workout. Well done. Mums getting after it any way they can. Love to see it. And then Caitlin's jerk PR, which was up on the story, was absolutely premium as well. So well done to Caitlin. That would be the new Caitlin for that bright spot. Friday, let's give a shout out to Peter, who mentioned to me that all her blood work has gotten much healthier thanks to a doctor mentioned that. So that's what we're looking for. Health versus wellness versus sickness continuum. We are pushing towards the fitness realm of things. Also on Friday, shout out to Greggles, who came and had a play on Friday afternoon, who I'm always friends with. He's my neighbor, or used to be my neighbor. We both moved away since, but Greggles is a good bloke, so thanks for coming down, buddy. And then Friday night Ollie class, which I'm loving coaching at the moment. We had 3 people PR their clean in that class, but the biggest PRs were Abby and Serena. Abby cleaning 61 and Serena cleaning 79. I have videos of both of them. Hopefully, if I talk long enough, I can put them up right here as I'm talking. Well done, Abby. Well done, Serena. Well done, Harry. And well done, Tamara also on that night as well. Big cleans are always fun. Saturday, I'd love to give a shout out to Felicity again and Brendan again. Both something that we're not like usual. We had a little bit of a higher box jump today and they were both nailing it, catching it very high. Should definitely taken some confidence into some very high box jumps. Well done to you two. I appreciate that effort. And I noticed you and it was very cool.
Yo, Editing Dudley here again. And I said I wouldn't forget, but I did. But here we are. Community bright spot of the week, Tamara. She's always inspiring and encouraging others. Always have the best time when training with her. I agree. Tamara, you are a crowd favorite.
We have 3 things I want to mention. Firstly, well, actually 4 things. I don't know if I'll get this out today, but I'll mention it anyway. Sunday, 9 a.m. at the gym, I'm going to do a workout called Clovis. I'll put it right here. It'll take about 2 hours or more. Welcome to come down, 9 a.m., have a play. After that, the next thing we have beginning is our Never Miss a Monday challenge. The Never Miss a Monday challenge, the goal is to never miss a Monday class in all of winter. And at the end of winter, we will see who's done the most classes in winter and they will win an epic weight vest. We made a poster about it. Brendan won last year, so he's ineligible to win this year, although it is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Brendan. That is Saturday. He's one of those people who doesn't mention his birthday, but he subtly mentioned it to me. It's also Craig's birthday today. Happy birthday, Craig. So Never Miss a Monday challenge. The goal behind this is just to give you a little bit of hype and focus around getting consistent attendance throughout winter. Winter is always a time where we might want to hibernate, so we want to make sure that we are nailing our winter training phase. And I might do another video on our training program phase if you like, and we can show you what's going to happen in winter. So never miss a Monday challenge starting 2nd of June. Get on board. I'm hoping that 2nd of June is going to be like, 95 people in the gym. That would be pretty cool, which is everyone. If that happens, I will come in and there'll be 2 coaches in every class, and I'll be in every single one. If you guys book out every class, I'll open it up to 25 people, and we'll have 2 coaches in every class. We get 95 people in the gym on that day. That would be pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to really harp on about that. And then the third thing I want to look forward to is kind of this is a double thing, but the 17th of June, we have training camp day. This will start at 7:30, go through till 12. We're looking at team training work. The class workout on that day will just be a normal class workout, and the training camps, that includes the class, so you'll still do the class workout, but we'll have a bit before, we'll have a bit after. We'll talk about where we want to be and that kind of stuff. So if you're keen for that, looking forward to showing you what I know with training camps and team stuff and having a bit of fun as well. And then that's going to lead on to, we're going to try and do 1 a month right up until the October the 11th. And then that'll be the perfect, again, I'll put it up here, teams of 4 comp. So if you're keen, if you want to go or you're competition curious, make sure you jump on board the competition group chat that I've created in WhatsApp, and actually, jump in there and be like, hey, I don't have a team, but does anyone want to play with me? Where's the links? All that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to facilitate everything in your life, although as much as I'd love to. Jump on there and get it. So what I'll do is I'll put up competition group chat QR code right here, and then 17th, and I'll also put a QR code to sign up for the comp day training. The training camp day, it does have a small cost to it, but we're going to keep that cost here, keep it pretty low. And if we get any profits we make from any profits that I make from the competition training day, I'm just going to buy some competition specific equipment. So things like the worm is a big one that Rosie's been bugging me about. But worms are expensive. I don't know if you know how expensive they are. They're really expensive. So if we can, basically think of it like a fundraiser. So if you're keen for that, I think it's only $35 for members, 70 for non-members. You get 4.5 hours of training in. That's crazy price. So get into all that. I'll put all the details up here, and maybe I'll sort them out in the links as well. That's what we have up in the immediate future. Couple things. I've talked to a few people this week about what they want from the gym and things like that. And then I've gotten our good friend Tim, who is a Notion savant, to help me make up a perfect system so I can dial it in. So if I tried to contact you this week, but I missed you, don't stress. You're still on the list. You don't fall off the list. We'll catch up with you at some point. No worries at all. If though you wanted to just hit me up with some stuff now, you're like, hey, I want you to help me with this goal, just text anywhere, any place that we are contacting, just shoot me a message and I will get back to you and we'll set up our system for you. So we're here to help as much as we can in that kind of thing. So excited for that as well. Moving forward, there will be a little bit of a scheduling change just in the mornings, nothing too dramatic with Tommy for the moment, but just Olivia's got to change her training days for a little bit. So she'll be doing Monday, Thursday for a little bit, and then she's going to do a Monday, Friday for a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Don't stress too much. She had the guns out the other day, looking tank. I don't want to go too crazy on them. Some weekend reviews I've got lots to talk about, others not so much, and that's totally fine. I'm looking forward to a few things I want to do. This is just not even planned, no planning of this at all. I want to do a hike at some point. A winter hike would be really fun. Maybe the high plains. This would be some serious equipment required, so it's going to limit a lot of people if you're not safe in that regard, but I think a fun little 3-day hike might be nice up in the winter in the Victorian high plains. So if that's something you're looking forward to or you'd be keen on, let me know and we can organise a time. And then also our birthday party is going to have to start rolling soon too, whether the hunters are more than happy to have us for a night over at their place. That's going to be like August, September in there. Jim's birthday somewhere around there. And then Whis keeps bugging me about an in-house comp. So is that something you want to do, or would you rather do like stand-up paddleboarding or another event, a sports event? You know what, we need to do a sports event. I'm gonna hit up Tommy. Maybe we need to go indoor rock climbing again. That might be fun. I want to go shoot bow and arrows. I don't know. Ben doesn't come to the gym anymore, but if he's watching, can you hook us up? That'd be fun. Programming, tidying up the finishing part of the programming. It's got a few more weeks, then we're gonna hit up test week. I did have the thought the other day to play around with the test week. We've done the test week 6 times now. So maybe adjust some tests to see where we're at. If you have some tests that you know of or want to let me know and they work well, I'm open to always making things better. Or potentially we could have 2 test weeks where we just test twice a year, and that would increase the variation a little bit. So maybe we have a winter test and a summer test, and then we have an autumn and a spring test. That might be the way to go. Do you want a year between things? Maybe, or 6 months, who knows? So, but anyway, that's coming up soon. So don't stress at all. Should be a bit of fun regardless. Then we have IOUs and lost and found. There's a little bit of lost and found. So we'll get it up. No IOUs, thank you. All right, I said last week that if this was still here this week and whoever sends me the most amount of memes will win it, and it's still here. So let me just do the rest of the stuff. This is Dale's, I know that. And just a Nike hoodie. Nothing crazy. Let's see who sent me the most amount of memes this week. I think I feel like I'm net positive on memes. Let's have a look-ski. Wow, I message a lot of people. All right, the person who sent me the most memes was Jess, by far. So Jess, congratulations. I'll wash that t-shirt and you have a new CrossFit Barwon jumper. Now, my final and probably most important bright spot, I'm just gonna inject this in, is I wanna give a massive shout out to my nephew, Hugo. I hope he's watching, because he kicked a goal at soccer on the weekend, and I'll put it up right here. It is premium. Ready? We'll watch together. Man, that is cool. Wonder if I can edit that into something fun. Good job to my nephew, Hugo. Excellent goal. Well done. You make me proud. All right, let's end on that. We can review out. You know, I think Jess already has one of those hoodies. Maybe I'll give it to my sister. Maybe I'll give it to Hugo. He'd probably fit in it. The dude's huge.